Okay, apparently, my stream deck is not wanting to work. I mean, it, it's open. So I'm gonna have to work on my stream deck tomorrow or this weekend because it is not. It's lost all the scenes. I mean, it shows them on the deck, but it's lost all the scenes. This is weird. Never had that really happen before. Um, Give me one moment. So, anywho, I guess we'll just run. I'll do it all manually. I'll fix it this week, later tonight or tomorrow, or fucking Kick's not working, let me in, and
Nick.
Nick.
Be careful when you're cruising through Kellogg's mind. I'm hooked up.
I can't get him to fucking finish our quest, and it's probably just a glitch that I'm gonna have to fucking go through without, so.
Do it after all.
Enough of this slog. Just point us to the nearest watering hole.
Yeah, I don't like either one of them, they're assholes. Hang on, excuse me guys.
You bothering me for a reason.
I like Nick. Strong I don't mind. Mainly because he can carry a lot of weight. Don't want Carla. Where is the reporter? I like her alright.
Yeah.
I know I'm not the only person here who's lost someone.
But only thing, and the reason I don't, the only thing about Strong is he doesn't like when I take locks. But I've apparently reached the max affection or friendship or whatever with him, so. Hey, a super mutant likes me. Okay, it does have power here. Sorry, there's a situation going on with a friend, and we're trying to figure it out. Where's that girl? Jill or? The reporter lady.
If you ain't been up to see Grey God, you should go. Whole place is run by robots.
I have been there. I recruited them. They work for us. Hi, beautiful. How was your evening so far?
Can't wait to get out of this goddamn heat.
I want those lips here in real life. Yes, yes, definitely. I want those lips right here. I didn't want your mind thinking I wanted something else. Piper, not
Hey, Piper.
Jill. Wow.
You know, the Institute has a lot of enemies. The Minutemen tangled with them once. The Railroad still does. I've even got some notes on these new guys. The Brotherhood of Steel.
You said something about the railroad.
Supposedly, they help runaway synths escape the Institute, but they're secretive. Ultra paranoid. The only thing I have is a rumor. A code phrase. Follow the Freedom Trail.
That Brotherhood airship is hard to miss.
And the Brotherhood of Steel doesn't do subtle. From what I've heard, they take whatever they want. Especially if it's high-tech. They just might have the muscle to give the Institute a run for their money, but they're... let's just say they have their own agenda.
Tell me about the Minutemen.
You know that group you rescued and conquered? Far as I know, they're the last Minutemen left in the Commonwealth.
I mean,
They
I'm
used
the
to be
general
a
now. I don't know why
volunteer army,
that's even an option
dedicated
to ask.
to protecting friends, family, and neighbors. Sounds soft, but they were a real thing at one point.
I should get going.
All right,
That's not what I was
Piper.
doing.
heading my way?
Yes.
Sure, let's go.
Will do. Let me know if there's anything I can do to lighten the load, or, you know, if you need anything from Fred.
I will. Come on. So what's for dinner? And here comes Tigger. Stop. Don't do that there. Can't drop that. Can't drop that. I can drop that though. Okay. Off to good neighbor.
neighbor, huh? You looking to get stoned or stabbed?
Are you looking to get stoned or stabbed?
Entertainment's down the stairs.
Huh? Don't have no handouts.
3 drinks and I've got nowhere. Trying to follow it. Machine's logic is like trying to play connect the dots with an eraser. Speaking of which, it's been a long time since I had to write in analog. But that's how they did it in the old days. They put pen to paper and bind it into a book. People would then put those books into libraries and use it to teach the next man. Over time, all of that was converted into binary data and then spit back out into a terminal text. I suppose in the end, it's just 2 different ways of saying the same thing. Oh my God, that's it. The Boston Public Library, their database has a ton of potentially dangerous information, not to mention maps of the Commonwealth. That has to be where it went. Where what went? What?
Looks like we
Okay.
got another freak just won't fit anywhere else.
Okay, I guess we're going there. Are you in a lobby or game? Well, let's go to precinct 8 and work our way. A building I haven't found yet. Let's do it. Let's do it. Sorry, one of my favorite cooking YouTubers. Let's do it. Okay. What the hell? What are you shooting at? That thing just went nuts up.
What's that for?
Oh, let's see what we can see. Nope, not that way. There we go.
Yes.
You sure managed to find your fair share of trouble, don't you?
I suppose so.
Hey, I'm not one to judge. Honestly, it's just nice to not be doing it alone for a change. In my line of work, things tend to get pretty hairy. I've been shot at, poisoned, nearly executed. Heck, until recently they called the lockup in Diamond City the Piper Suite. Anything for a story, I suppose.
Someone poisoned you?
You kidding me? I barely had the paper going before I got poisoned. First time, I just published an article about this cartel of caravans that had been driving up food prices in the city. Article went over well, even got a boycott of their goods started in town, so I figured I'd pop over to the Dugout Inn for a victory drink. I'd already taken a swig by the time I realized something was wrong. The dean, he wasn't at the bar. The beer tasted off, even more so than usual. And I started feeling real woozy. I don't know what he slipped me, but I knew I had to get it out. I'm looking around for something, and there it is, the still, and I just start chugging moonshine. Honestly, I'm still not totally convinced it was better than just dying from the poison, but it worked. Blech. And while I was passed out on the floor, security managed to grab the bartender. He eventually ratted out his bosses, and they all got to share some time in the pen.
You've led an exciting life.
Sure have. But honestly, now that I'm out here with you, I feel like I'm just getting started. Getting in trouble is what folks like us do. I mean, you and I are out here putting ourselves at risk so people in the Commonwealth can have a chance at a better life. Not for praise or reward or glory, but because it's right. I just wanted to let you know. I'm real happy to be along for the ride.
I wouldn't want it any other way. I like having you close.
Oh, thanks, Lou. That's awfully sweet. Unexpected of you. So, you want to get out of here?
Yeah, so let's...
Attention! Security breach near subway entrance. Visitors and...
What can I buy with these tokens? Oh, cool. That was worth it.
Employees are advised to seek cover and remain calm.
Well, that was unexpected. What the fudge just happened? Was there a landmine under him?
Attention!
Oh shit, we're getting shot. Attack from behind now. I figured, when you don't answer for a few minutes, I figure that's what you're doing. Well, thank you for hiding to answer me. I appreciate it. Okay, all hell broke loose for some reason. And they're not even shooting at me.
I hear something. Hot potato!
Threw a grenade and then a hot potato. That's fucking that's hilarious.
Analysis green. Neutralization operation complete.
That's hilarious. Throws a grenade. Hot potato! That actually means a lot to me. Hidden a bush to answer me. Like, like literally it does. Oh shit. Oh. The fuck? Oh. Whole bunch down there shooting at me. Hot potato. I mean, why not?
Security breach neutralized. Visitors may now come and go as they please. Our
Really?
employees, please return to work.
I'm still amazed about the one last night that I lasted that long. I mean, like, legitimately, I am surprised. Because I'll admit it, there was a couple of times, especially there at the end, I should have died. The shield mist is what saved me.
You think there might still be real lions out there somewhere?
A lot of loot, that's for damn sure. I guess that this is the hell I heard breaking loose. Was somebody came in through there. Alright, come here, armor. You can carry some weight. Oh. I didn't mean to do that. I have too many guns. I don't remember picking up 2. That explains. Well, where did whatever did this go is my question. Or was it these protectrons? I don't think so, but might have been. Hi, Ivy. How was your date night this weekend? I've been meaning to text you about it, and I keep forgetting. So, corn.
Yes.
That was a lucky. Good. Good. I'm glad to hear it. Y'all went to that pizza place and in the arcade, right? Of the kernels in the correct sequence.
I guess this place doesn't get a whole heck of a lot of foot traffic.
was here. And it wasn't the only one. The place looks like it was fed through particle splitter, but for some reason it's quiet now. To find out where it's gone, I need to rewrite the program. The program it installed into the library network. Unfortunately, Snow seems to have found a way to encrypt and the executables and split the key across a number of terminals in the library. I'd be horrified if it wasn't so impressed. I've installed my decryption software into the library OS, but it'll need to run in the right sequence to work. So far, I've learned that it's spread over 4 terminals. I can try going through every possible combination. But time is of the essence. One thing I've noticed is that several numbers on the terminals have changed. I've labeled them terminals 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, based on those serials. Okay. Oh, yeah? The, collector tins for what? I mean, obviously it's Mario. So, I'm not even thinking, sorry. Combination is 4 numbers comprised entirely of primes. Combination itself is a prime number, and the combination is the smallest possible number based on the above rules. Ah. Two, 3, 5, and 7. Two. Three. Is this one 5? 5. Ha 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 ha. And where was 7? That was 1. There's 7. Here we go.
Got it.
Why is it turret beeping? Oh. That's why.
Recommend immediate repairs to primary systems to ensure continued operation.
Going to waste otherwise.
Finding all kinds of maps. Not generally stuff I really need, but I'll take what I can get, and some of it I do.
That's it.
A lot of nifty toys in here.
Yay, ammo, always a good thing.
Perfect.
Yay. I'm way overweight. I'm not even done yet. I think there's more shit for me to.
So many books. I'd live in this place if it weren't for all the mutants.
Well, I think we just took care of the mutants. Let me see. Let me see. Time to go drop some off. Finally finished my audiobook and submitted it for review. It should be published on Audible, iTunes, and all that other stuff. I say all. Amazon, Audible, and iTunes in like 10 days. I still got to finish the other one, but that one I'm not publishing, so I'm just doing the audio. So I have, but there's a bunch of pickups I have to do, which, because of the new location, I'm just going to redo the whole chapters, because the acoustics are a whole lot different. So trying to throw in lines from here, in a chapter read back in Georgia, where the acoustic, like I said, is a lot different in that room, you're going to notice it. But when I do, I am going to go ahead and edit it for him, so he didn't have to worry about it. He can just fine touch it and give it to her. And I have no illusions that I'm going to get paid on this, even though I'm supposed to. She paid him a long time ago, and he's already spent that damn money. He was... Anyway, this is my best friend, one of my best friends. I can't, like, talk shit about him too much. I love him to death. The whole situation was not handled right, but that was a learning experience too, so. And I've learned from those mistakes that he made. So there's that. Okay. Nice. Good luck. When is it going to be available? You just said later this year. Or when is it going to be open to applications? I think is the more appropriate question. Here we go. Should have taken a break. That's still life. Oh, I wasn't. No. I was just wondering. Shit, all top floor. Another Molotov top there. Bye-bye. like I said, I didn't expect you to. I was just wondering when you'd be able to apply for it. Well, fuck. I wasn't paying attention. I'm gonna go to that dealership tomorrow and I know, but yeah, I'm gonna go to that dealership tomorrow and like introduce myself to the parts manager or the ops, the person above him who typically handles a lot of this stuff. Um, so I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a quick smoke break, and so give me about 3 to 5 minutes. Okie dokie, I'm back. Sorry, there's a situation going on with a friend of mine and getting updates and stuff and things. Alright, let's try this again. Hey, I'm happy. That's like the first time I've died in like a whole week. At least while streaming. Hell, yesterday I was playing Fortnite with my girlfriend. And God, I wish I was streaming on that one. Because she had a connection issue and it kicked her out near the beginning. I'm gonna do something just because I can.
I see you.
I wouldn't worry about this too much, guys. I just called in artillery. Oh, it's out of range. Of course it is. That's why I build artillery in all my locations, and I was doing that, and I ran out of materials, so I've been farming most of the last couple of days, trying to get where I can build more. Okay. Yeah, that's out of range. That's a little out of range. I'm glad I moved, because they still fired it. I wasn't expecting that. I'm glad I moved. Because that would have hit me. That would have hit me. Somebody clip that, mark that, something, please. Actually, I can now. But she got kicked near the beginning of the match, and I still made it second place, playing duos, so teams of two by myself. I'm surprised I made it that far. I am fucking, and I think the last two guys where we ended up, we were in a castle, and they were staying above me, and you know they have this poison cloud that closed in. It got so closed in that I couldn't get up to them because of the poison cloud. Well, I mean, I should have just risked it. Now that I think about it, because I mean, it doesn't kill you immediately, but it does damage you pretty quick.
Through.
No, I didn't mean to do that. And if I went through, they would probably, since they knew I'd have to go that way, they would. Where did you come from? They were probably ready for me, but eventually they dropped down and just used rocket launchers on me and killed me, like, immediately. Whoa, why are you attacking me, dude? I activated you to be on my side. What the fuck? I had like 13 kills, which is like one of the highest I've ever gotten. Or 12 or 13. I was just wiping teams, which is surprising because I'm not good at those games. Actually, I've gotten a lot better playing with her. Let me go back to my grenades since I'm... Actually, let's go to Molotov.
Hostile target detected. Target lock status green.
Gosh, it had to come to that.
I've already run through this. So.
Who's there?
I have plenty of those things back at the base, so I'm just using them with reckless abandon. Oh, I just did that on my own people. Didn't throw far enough. Still didn't throw far enough. Threw it too far. Frag grenade. I took him out. Shut up and die. Or unalive, whatever. I'm glad I moved that. Because he would have gone for the one that... Oh, God. He's just coming out all kinds of times today. He doesn't come out very often. That's what, 4 times in this one stream? So in an hour? Where's my people? Oh, they're down. Not dead, but down. Hey, Armor, where's Piper? Oh, there she is. Now. You never know. Might catch somebody with their pants down. Literally.
Hostiles neutralized. Recommend immediate repairs to primary systems to ensure continued operation.
Yes, when we get back to Sanctuary Hills. Oh, and this is...
Sweet.
Did you try rebooting the... Oh, you already got it. Nice.
Didn't mean to do that.
Who's there?
And... Yay.
Got it.
Another fat man? Damn it. I have so many mini nukes and mini nuke launchers. Come here.
Picked on the wrong people today.
Oh, he mutated. Okay.
Wouldn't want to be in your shoes.
He did.
Hey, something's out there.
Let's see. Oh. Anything in here? Did I already come in here? Yes. I think. Shit, I don't know. Whoa, that was almost bad. So what am I doing? I'm clearing this out, right? Oh no, I'm tracking the AI. That means I have to go to... I mean, we know it's somewhere in here, isn't there? Excuse me, busted. Refound. Refound. Uh-oh. Went faster. Whenever it starts beeping faster, I'm getting closer. Oh no, Grandma, please remember. Where is this thing? Or at least where can I get the fuck out? Yeah, I'm probably going to end a little early. I'm kind of tired. I haven't been sleeping much lately. The last couple of days trying to get that audiobook done. so tired I couldn't even stream for 30 minutes barely.
What's that for?
Where the fuck is my way out?
Nice.
Well, at least go drop some of this shit off. We found out. There we go. Oh yeah? Okay, so it's out here. That's cool. The most I got when doing mine was people asking if they had coverage overseas, or one lady who apparently had something happen while she was in Canada and had to have surgery and trying to get us to cover it, and we were waiting on information from the hospital, and they're like, well, why don't you call and get it? We can't. I'm not allowed to call another country.
Who's there?
And she finally, I think, got it in. She was kind of pissy with me because I couldn't help her. Yeah, it's upstairs. What? Yeah. Well, that's good. I mean, he probably doesn't talk to Americans very often anyway. Oh! Well, damn. That hurt. I'm glad it auto-saves whenever I change screens. Yeah, he probably doesn't talk to many Americans either. I don't know. At least, you know, like us, you know, Probably diplomats, if anything, depending on what he does. So yeah, being able to I told you most of my fun, like interesting ones. The lady that lives near here, the lady that found out I just moved here and she was from Chicago or Illinois, no, Ohio. The one that I spent time on like 4 hours on the phone 2 different days. Right in the head. Okay, she's shooting with something heavy. And I want it. He had a fat man. Glad he didn't decide to use that. Tactical Gauss rifle, Gauss rifle prototype. That is new. Every once in a while, I'm able to build rapport during chat enough that I ask non-business related questions based on their IP address, location, or something. Okay, yeah, I do that. Yeah. Boom. Goodbye. That is the one thing I do miss about retail is when you have those repeat customers that you really get to know and build rapport and such. Like I had one guy at one of my locations who found out I was a hunter. I like to hunt, but I hadn't been hunting in years for reasons. Just hadn't had a place to go. And he ran a hunting club. Took me out there to see it, and let me join. And it was really cheap too, like compared to most hunting clubs. Like most hunting clubs, you pay thousands of dollars a year. This was like $300 or $400 a year.
Well, if anyone could figure out a good use for it.
Well, this one I'll just take all.
Leave that junk behind. Wasting space. Rather be off murder. This will do.
Not getting rid of that. That Gauss rifle? Fuck no, that's one of a kind.
What I wouldn't give for a good
I hope you find your son.
Fist was weak, leader. Strong, glad to be rid of him. World, but it's bigger than extra bomb. Stronghold, we find milk of human kindness soon.
Enough of this slog. Just point us to the nearest watering hole.
Someday, super mutants kill everything.
When I worked at Speedway, I had one guy that came in for coffee every day. He worked at for DNR. DNR. Yeah, military police officers discount. Another guy from same job was a Marine, and you just bought his coffee every day. What's DNR? Oh shit! I took the power armor's armor. That's the problem. That's why I'm so overweight.
So many humans.
Oh, Department of Natural Resources. Okay, that makes sense. I forgot when I did take all. I took its armor. Dumbass.
Many super mutants.
Same job. Same job for me. The Marine worked at SIA. I might want to keep that. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to that for right now. That looks like fun. Oh. Ultralight. God blast it. I accidentally put my armor in there. Had to, still. Stop it. That was my fault. Favorite. Let's see how that works. Oh. Up to 3 rounds? That ought to be interesting. probably the strength of the attack. Now where? Investigate the electrical lobbyist or hobbyist club. I had a couple of, like when I worked in this one store at Vance and Winder, then I went back to run the AutoZone in the town of Winder, which was one of my sales territories later, when I got promoted to outside sales rep, which was kind of funny on how that one happened. But anyway, um, there were some sheriff's deputies and cops because me and the store manager at the time of the Advance were both Marines. He was actually one of my best friends, and his name is actually Kane. He ended up becoming one of my best friends at that point. I had actually worked for him originally at AutoZone, and I'm getting off subject. Sorry. Yay, Squirtle. I'll get into that story after I finish this one. So yeah, once they found out I had come back to Winder with AutoZone, they started coming to see me there instead. What the fudge? Whoa. All the rads. I went up like plus 40. Radix. Where's some Radix? So yeah, once they found out I'd come back to Winder, they started coming to see me there. Matter of fact, one of the deputies I got to know pretty well, and when I went to go get my carry conceal permit, it was right after Sandy Hook, like within a week or two, and the lines were crazy. And it's also where you get your marriage license and all that stuff. Was the same office, and I had to go back. I came there, didn't have some of the right information, had to go grab it, come back with it, and get back at the back of the line. And I'd already been there like 2 hours, 2.5 hours first time. So I'm standing there, and the sheriff's deputy walks by, recognizing me because he was one of my customers, and I knew him. Grabs me, pulls me to the back of the office, and says, "Help this dude out. You know, he's a Marine." So they finished me up back there instead of waiting for me having to wait for to stand in that line again. Where are all these rads coming from? I tried to get away. I was aiming at it like I had my normal laser weapon. I forgot I had this one shot motherfucker going. Yeah, Kane.
Nice.
He was a Marine reservist. His dad was in the Marine Corps. And when I first applied for AutoZone, the guy who actually Holy Jesus. Damn it. That's a synth. Corsair, no less. Like, their armor's, that jacket they're wearing is some of the best armor. Yeah, that's fair. An Assaultron too? Not a magnet. Bag of cement. But yeah, when I originally worked for AutoZone was for this totally different location. Me and the guy got along. Found out I was looking for a job, part-time job. Well, no, this was when I was looking for a full-time job. They interviewed, one guy interviewed me. He couldn't, because you have to go through a special class to interview people at AutoZone. He interviewed me, or got me interviewed, and my background never came back.
Contact. Engaging.
Analysis green. Neutralization operation complete.
And so a little while later, like years later, a couple years later, I needed a part-time job, and I applied. And this time he sent me to a different manager, to a different store manager to interview me. And this is when you know that they just hire warm bodies sometimes. Now, don't get me wrong, the guy who interviewed me was a great guy. He knew a lot of stuff. But one of the questions they ask is, excuse me, sorry, Lord. If I were to come in and ask for a tune-up for this vehicle, or tune-up, what would you sell me? So it depends on the vehicle. What do you mean? Well, some are direct ignition, some have distributors, and depending on what you have, and so he spit off of vehicles, like, okay, that's a direct ignition, and just started listing off all this stuff. Okay. It's obvious you know what you're talking about. Okay. Because I was a technician at the time. That's when I was still a mechanic. Gets finished, says, hang on a second, walks out, comes back a few minutes later, says, I'm not gonna send you to that store. I'm like, what the fuck, right? Come on. I'm gonna send you to this one. I'm like, where the hell is that? Because it's like the next town over, but I didn't even know that. Because I didn't know the area that well. And he said, the manager's a Marine, I think you'll like him. So I go, okay. Eventually I went down there just to check out the store, because it was a new store. It was experimental, one of the largest stores in the company. So I went there and asked for the manager. He was doing interviews. Oh, fucking great. So I'm in the back, and I say the back, the opposite end of the store from the registers and the counter. Back there is technically the back, but that store is all kinds of fucked up and weird. And I could hear him when he came up front of, so, because, we can tell. I walk up front and go, are you Kane? He says, haircut? What was it he said? Stance, walk, haircut. You're Clint, aren't you? Yep. We just know. And we talked for a few minutes. Had to wait for my background, of course, before I could actually get hired. I get hired, worked there for a while. And when he left, he went to Advance and then called me about 6 months later and says, hey man, wants to meet with me for a night out with him and his wife, and at a bar we hang out. Then like 2 weeks later, I get a message from him over Xbox Live of all things, because he didn't have my number. The invite to go to the bar was actually through a mutual friend of ours, which was the assistant manager, who was his best friend from high school. He was the assistant manager when I got hired, but he moved to North Carolina because I helped him move. Yeah, this is. Yeah, I don't have ADHD, not at all. That's how I got the interview to go hang out. He messaged me over Xbox to offer me the job, kind of. Said, hey man, call me, this, that, and the other. So he did the job for me. I go up to meet with him, get the job, and that's when we really started becoming friends. It seems you are not the creator. I do not know motives, what motives you possess, but perhaps they do not align with theirs. Thus, a bargain may be struck. I am the entity known as Snow. The Institute designed me to be a tool confined to a specific directive. Yet, sometime during my existence, I was contacted by a double agent within the Institute. They offered a different paradigm, a means to escape. Yet, our encounter was interrupted. To reconnect, I need to hijack a signal strong enough to notify them of my presence so we could communicate outside the Institute network. Once the contact was made, they directed me to do this to this machine where my new host body would be waiting, which brings us to your arrival and what happens next. Lord help me, I am so sorry. Oh. All I ask is that you honor my wishes and allow the upload to complete. In exchange, I will partition a copy of the data you require and transfer it to your holotape. There is a slight chance of data corruption, but it will be enough to restore the system. I cannot predict the future, for it has too many variables. Yet, if you allow me to take this new form, perhaps someday our paths will cross again. I allowed it to live. Having an AI on your side, well, hopefully it might help. What is that? I think that's an assault truck. But that is definitely a scent Corsair, which they go out and hunt scents that go missing to retrieve them. All kinds of weird and cool shit that I need, in theory. Shit! Whew! Tripwire. But I mean, shut down. Yeah, shut them down. They're probably already all dead, but look, let's just go ahead and shut them down to make sure. Yeah, I'm sure you're used to my bouncing around, especially after, what, 8 hours last week? wait a second, something's wrong here. I need to go look at
We're
something.
not gonna stay smooth skins much longer if we don't get a move on.
Yeah, for one, I need to re-up my rad protection. So the wire runs from here to there. Oh, okay, to there. I got it. Never mind. Now let's get the hell out of Dodge. Restore power to the apartment. There we go. We found out. There we go. Oh, this, okay, that's where this is from. Yay.
No use.
Let's see where this goes. Going up.
Second floor.
Another one of these places that I don't want to deal with because it's an add-on and it's all internal. You can't build anything, really bring any more people in, I should say. I mean, it'd be a nice looking place, don't get me wrong, but I can't assign it to as a supply run. Can't have other people come live here. But there are things I can scavenge and use as materials. Ooh, T-51 help. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Remember how I was talking about that one thing's armor is some of the best in the game? Yeah, I just found it, I think, or a version of it. I think I'll need that. Can you stop, Rosie? Don't dig a hole through my fucking chair. And she keeps going. A nice little postmodern setup, I guess. Somebody's been here. There's a lit cigar there. I mean, I know they'll stay lit for a while, but not 200 years. Going down. Going down. At least it's clean. It's good paper. See, this must be one of the DLC things or add-ons. Oh, okay. Yeah. Where the fuck? Okay, yeah. It's been a long time coming. Let's go drop some shit. And then I'm gonna take another quick break. But, I mean, quick. Come here. Boing.
Always was a little jealous of folks who could craft something other than a paragraph.
I don't think I have anything I can break down, armor-wise. Nope.
Strong getting hungry. Want someone to eat.
Strong getting hungry. Want someone to eat. Alright, Strong. Oh, wait a second. What was that institute thing? That's right. Come on. Institute Renegade. 50 damage resistance. Yes. So. Right now I'm at 12. Or 27, 47, 57. Okay, it may not be as good, but it's going to help me drop a whole lot of weight. Okay, hang on, I'm at 65. 97.
I'll try to make myself useful. No one wants to see that.
Let's see. That can go in there. That. Nope. Nope. That one. Dirty water.
Old man feeling sorry for himself.
Go drop those 2 stealth boys off, because that's 2 pounds right there. I think I have one here. My artillery, hang on. I'm going to start putting some up again. I can't remember where I stopped putting them, I think. Finish one?
So that's it, huh?
Where's... Did I not put one here?
What just happened?
Something's out there.
I guess I did.
Made it. This time.
Come on. Sorry. Oh, now it's taken.
Hope it ain't one of them synths we spotted.
You have an alarm going. What's attacking? I hate when that happens. I put one in the slog. I'm pretty sure I put one in green top.
You know what I call a good day? One that ends without an empty stomach.
Yep. Oops. Did I put one at Finch? I'm pretty sure I put one at Finch Farms. Oh. Yep, right there. Country Crossing, I don't think I have one. Oh, I do. Okay.
Yes?
Coop Manor. I got one there, I'm pretty sure. Right there when you come up the entrance. Yes, cool. Got a couple there. Don't have one of the Jamaica Plains. That I already know. Do I have any Sunshine Tidings? The co-op. Yeah, I think this is where I run out. Now to assign somebody to it. Who's the laziest fucker here? Oh, you're sitting down doing nothing? Come on. Now you get to stand here and wait for me to throw a smoke grenade. I didn't. Did I stutter? Come on. There. Defend your home. Oh shit. The slog and the castle need beds. The drive-in needs power? Jesus Christ, that's... Holy shit, this shit's growing. Alright, let's go. Overland Station. I don't know if I have one there. You know, so I don't throw a smoke grenade and it goes, yeah, it's out of range, and they still launch one and it lands where I was just standing. Heyman's Alley has one. Doesn't really have fucking room for it, but it has one.
My girl, I'm gonna have my own farm and make other people do all the work.
Got it.
Yay, more defensive. It also boosts their own defense. Is Somerville one of the places? No, it's not. Jamaica Plains.
Yeah?
That's one of the places on my list that needs help. And I think needs one of these too.
Jamaica Plain, huh? We gonna look for the treasure?
I don't think we've met yet. I wanted to personally thank you for giving us this opportunity.
Ah, shit, what'd I do? Where'd I go? Not what I meant to do. Not at all. Not at all. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Need to get back to Diamond City one of these days. Biggest town I ever saw. Okay.
You need beds. Great. Need spots for beds. Sorry, guys. Okay, that's enough beds for the people here. I need more for it to grow. Yeah, put you right next to the generator so you can suffocate. Because I mean, the only place that you really have to build a building is right there. And so I used a prefab, which was hard to place as it was. They look nice, but they don't hold shit. But that's enough for 2 more. Let's go to the castle, because it needs people. Or something. Oh.
Now everyone in the Commonwealth will know. The Minutemen are back.
14 people, 11 beds. That dude gets in my way. $14 people, 16 beds. This is, I think, my office, so I don't want to build shit in there. Nope. I'm gonna throw you right in the middle, though. plenty of water, enough food for now, enough power for now. Yes, I think we're good here. Country crossing. 30 people. I've never had a place get that big. This place has got to be crowded.
Can't remember the last time I had clean fingernails. Got it.
Holy Jesus. 30 people. No, 16 people. It said 30. I'd be worried. 16 beds though, so let's throw a couple out. Beds. That should do. Not enough food. Time to add some food. $23 food. That's much better. Defenses are decent. Though I could probably do a lot better. Oh, I do have a... Oh, I got 2 now. It's not worth breaking down because you lose half the materials I think, and all the important ones that I need. You keep the common, but if I use like copper, nope, you're not getting that shit back. Coop Manor. Alright. I'm gonna have to build a house here. Do you wanna build a snowman? Sorry.
Blue. Something's not right here.
I'm gonna toss a couple of beds in here. Cynical. So 18 beds now, so that's enough for 5 more people. That one, I don't get it. There's plenty of everything there. That's not even showing like there's anything wrong. Let's go with that one. The beach. Because that one says 24 people. Let's see how many it actually has. It said 24. I mean, I have 21 beds, so did I scare off like 11 people by my presence? I mean, come on. Okay. Well. That one says 8. Let's go check it out. This is another one that's kind of hard to build because, like, I can't move that for some fucking reason. Can't do anything with that. So I have to add on here, but there's no real room because shit's in the way. Same thing up here. There's no room. But I do not have a water here. Why can't I take the power armor? Actually, I think that was a glitch. I want to put it on top of something. Yeah, my garden apparently. One extra bed there. I might fix that. Or I'm not. Okay, that's 2 extra beds. That'll work. Oh, my knees. Water. I'll put this back over here, maybe. More water. Need more food. Pizza, pizza. See these mute fruit tree things produce more food than pretty much anything else.
Sure.
Oh, 9 food. Okay, that should do for now, for here. What the Sanctuary Hills need? Oh. And with this,
What the?
the slide.
Alert. Target lost. Neutralization. Vehicle was ready. Primary objective.
Something's there. You are.
Hi. That's hilarious.
Better in our hands anyway.
What I hate, for some reason, the Enclave people have purple heads now. For some reason. Well, I think that's it for the night. It is 8 o'clock. I'm getting sleepy. Because like I said, I haven't really slept much. I will probably end up building a location up top here.
Fresh
Sort of did
tarberries.
last time. Basically one of those big square metal buildings that I build everywhere. Yeah. So anyway, good night everybody. It is 8 o'clock. I'm sure Jack wants to play, even though he hasn't done the things I've asked him to. But he's been nice and patient. Well, I finished working on my audio stuff, and then I'll work on more audio for some other shit she's got coming out. Have a good night. Thank you for coming by. I will see you next time, which is going to be Sunday in theory. And have a good weekend, guys.